Good morning, sophomores. Happy Monday to all of you on this May 11th of ours. It is our 8th week, which means we've been doing this for almost 2 full months, which is so hard to believe, and I miss you all so terribly. But I hope this week can continue to help you guys find some inner peace with all of this. And I think the learning I have planned for you is not too complicated, so I think you guys will appreciate that. So let's take a look real quick. This week, we're going to be focusing on the second half of your summative project for night. This will be our final week with night. And the project itself is something that was created by the other sophomore English teachers and myself. And it's really unique to your experience, as well as bringing it back to the real purpose of reading this book, which is understanding the human piece of it all. So I hope you guys can appreciate the work that went into these assignments that we're creating for you, because it really comes from our core belief that we want this literature to mean something to you and for you guys to be able to relate to this text in some way. I'm not gonna post it on YouTube. Actually, you're watching this right now because I posted it on Edpuzzle because I really am having a hard time with getting enough of you guys to watch this. And I continue to get emails and remind texts about things that I've covered in the videos. So this will be a new norm for us, I think, where I just post a Monday video for the week and you guys watch it on Edpuzzle for some easy points, just to hold everyone accountable. So this link brings you to the actual assignment itself, but as you know, with all things on distance learning, I'm putting these on Google Classroom. So you have your own copy of this assignment. Today, your suggested pace is to complete step 4, which is for Ellie only. So you're going to be looking at the different roles that Ellie plays throughout night. So you are going to need your book or your PDF, and you're going to need to find evidence and then explain that evidence of different times that he plays either the perpetrator, the bystander, the victim, or the rescuer. And you'll be able to see a sample of that in that document. Then tomorrow, you guys are going to work on finishing step 4, but now looking at other different types of characters in the book. And Wednesday, you'll continue with that. So you'll see we're really spreading this out and we're not giving you too much work at all. On Thursday and Friday, I'd like you to work on the final step of this part 2 of our summative project for night. And this is the part that really relates back to your lives. And so I just can't wait to see what you guys come up with this and how you internalize the concepts of night into your own lives. Please don't forget that on Friday, we will have another weekly check-in, and I am not accepting late check-ins. You either get it done on Friday or you don't get the credit. Then the whole summative project, which is essentially is one project, one document, this whole week is due Friday night. Now let's talk about the second layer. I am offering extra credit in 2 different ways. One is through my Monday, Wednesday, Friday tutorial workshops. And you do not need to sign up for these. But when you do click on the link there, it'll bring you to my daily office hours, which shows you the individual times you can sign up for, but it also shows you, how do I move this over? Just one second, guys. It also shows you the actual tutorial and what's offered that day. This, I think I still have as a to be determined, but I think I might be going over bookmarks again because a lot of you guys did not submit the Flipgrid showing me that you have your bookmarks done. Or you submitted the Flipgrid, but you didn't prove to me that you even had bookmarks. You just showed folders. So I think a lot of you guys are going to have to redo that to show that 21st century skill for sure. As a reminder, please sign up for office hours if you have missing assignments or things that you guys need to go over with me, okay? So that's easy extra credit if you just show up to those. I would encourage you to show up to those instead of doing a really old Zoom makeup assignment because it's the same amount of points if you do a couple tutorials, and old Zoom makeups aren't really relevant anymore because we've already moved past them so much. So that's just a little piece of personal advice. The next piece of extra credit is Oreo. Now, some of us are finding ourselves quite bored during this quarantine, and I have recently started to jump back into reading again because the first couple weeks or month was really spent on just being stressed out and getting the hang of all this distance learning. But if you are interested in a no risk, only reward, extra credit Oreo, I would encourage you to go to Classroom and open up this link to the Quarantine Oreo Interest. It can be found within the extra credit area of Google Classroom, and it's right here, Oreo extra credit interest form. I explained some things here. Again, I said it's a no risk commitment. I talk a little bit about what I'm expecting, and all you have to do is submit this form by tomorrow, Tuesday, May 12th. That way I know who's going to be part of this. And then, let's see, later in the week, you'll start reading your book of choice, and all you're going to do for your 10 points extra credit, and this is going to be formative extra credit, which is kind of a big deal, is to post on Flipgrid. And I'll be posting my sample first for the book I'm reading, so I'll be doing this right alongside you guys. My freshman students have been doing this with quite a bit of success, and they've really liked how low key it is and how it doesn't feel pressured, and they get to just kind of record their thoughts about the book. So I think you guys will find a similar experience involved here. On Google Classroom, I've also posted instructions on how to do the Flipgrid each week, and it's not due till Sunday. So you could just wait till the weekend to do this for extra credit. And then each week I'll post a new one on Mondays, due on Sunday. And here's a link to the actual Flipgrid. For some of you, that sounds a little overwhelming because you're like, that's a lot. There's a lot of links. Where am I going? Da, da, da. Let me make this simple for you. It's a book. Choose a book that you get to escape into, and you don't have to worry about assignments or deadlines or chores or family problems or stress. Just escape into another world of a book and allow yourself to get enveloped into it. And then at the end of the week, just share it with us in a Flipgrid. So I really hope I'm able to convince many of you guys to read alongside me. And I am happy to read a book with you because I am always searching for new books to read. But I think that's basically it for this week. If you would, please make sure that you answer the question at the end of this Edpuzzle for credit for today. And I hope to see all of you at our Zoom on Tuesday, our Zoom on Thursday, possibly some office hours, as well as tutorial workshops. Have a beautiful rest of your week, everyone. I miss you dearly. Bye-bye.